Hello student, welcome to the next video of Business Studies class 11 and we are doing lesson 7, that is formation of a company. So student, in last video of this lesson we saw the first step in the formation of the company and that was promotion. So now after the first step we'll see the second step, that is incorporation. So the application is to be filed with the Register of Companies of the state within which they plan to establish the registered office of the company. So now the promoter will make an application to the registrar for incorporation of the company, and this application is the important document to start the procedure. So this application should be accompanied with the various other documents. And student, these documents, they are same as we already discussed in the first stage. So I hope learning will be easier for you all. So let's see. So the application for the registration must be accompanied with certain documents, and they are: first is the memorandum of association, that is MOA, duly stamped, signed and witnessed. In case of a public company, at least 7 members must sign it. For a private company, however, the signatures of 2 members are sufficient. So, this MOA, it should be signed by the signatories, where private company 2, and for the in case of the public company 7 members should sign it. Then your next document is the articles of association. So the article of association duly stamped and witnessed as in case of memorandum. So we have already studied about this article of association also, and I have also told you one important thing, student. Remember that those a public limited company, they may adopt table A, which is like a model set of articles given in Companies Act. Table A is a document which contains rules and regulation for the internal management of the company. So those company which adopt table A, there is no need to prepare separate article of association. Then the third one is written consent of the proposed directors to act as director and an undertaking to purchase qualification share. This next document, written consent of proposed director, that is written consent that they are ready to perform their duty as a director. Then the next is the agreement if any with the proposed managing director, manager or whole time director. Means what? That here agreement where the promoter, they get to know from the directors that they are ready to perform the duty. And student, this is actually a legal evidence in the hand of promoter regarding the director. So here the salary of the director, their working hour, all is written. Then the next is a copy of registrar's letter where approval has been given for the name of the company. Clear? Then comes your next document, and that is a statutory declaration affirming that all legal requirements for registration have been complied with. This must be duly signed. मतलब अब ये declaration that all the above documents are means all the documents which have been compiled are submitted and they are being signed. Then a notice about the exact address of the registered office may also be submitted along with these documents. Means सारे जो documents submit किए उसके साथ और क्या चाहिए होगा? The notice about the address. Means after statutory declaration, notice about exact address of the registrar or of register office is required to write, because one should be clear where is the registered office, and it should also be submitted with rest of the documents. And then documentary evidence of payment of registration fees. Then as last में भी यही बात हुई थी कि कोई भी चीज मुफ्त में तो आती नहीं है, so with all the evidence, everything, payment of registration fees is also required. And then these documents are submitted to registrar of the company, after which a company is born. And just away baby is born, one gets the birth certificate. A company on a birth date gets a certificate, and it is known as certificate of incorporation. Now let's see what's the effect of certificate of incorporation. So a company is legally born on the date, as I have already told you, printed on the certificate of incorporation, and it becomes a legal entity with perpetual succession on such date. It becomes entitled to enter into valid contract. So you know student that like on the certificate you can see the name of the company, registered address, date of commencement, and it is just like a birth date of your company, but it is very critical and no errors can happen here. If they full wrong date on the document, the same date is shown here and that is frozen. So registrar allot the corporate identity number to a company, and you know it is very much similar to the Aadhaar card. Means nowadays we have to link all via Aadhaar card. So like Aadhaar is personal identity, the certificate of incorporation is company's identity. So this certificate of incorporation, it is a conclusive evidence of the regularity of the incorporation of the company. So student, that's all about incorporation and what is the effect of this certificate of incorporation we studied in this video, and that's all. So thank you, take care, and please, if still not subscribed, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.